Welcome to Medina. I mean the Medina in Saudi, not the Medina in Ohio that kept popping up when I was searching for hotels. Now, I'm not a Muslim, so if I get something wrong here in the video, feel free to correct me in the comments. But Medina is supposed to be the second most holy city, or the second holiest city, whichever is correct, in all of Islam. The first holiest, or the most holy city is Mecca, and non-Muslims can't go there. But Medina is open, so I want to have a look around and explore, and see what it's like in in one of the biggest cities for pilgrimage in the world, I guess. This is the courtyard of the Prophet's Mosque. It's not the full name, but Prophet's Mosque is easier for me to say. And it's the second biggest mosque in the world after the one in Mecca, I think. And it is giant. I came a bit earlier, but it was call to prayer, and this place was full of people praying. Some praying under these what do you call them, like umbrellas. And I think I'm going to come back a little bit later in the evening, because it's quite a spectacle to see, like, all of the people walking in the direction of the mosque to come and pray. You don't see that now, but I'm going to come back a little bit later and see if I can get that on video in the evening. And as a non-Muslim, I think I can't go inside this part here. And the green dome over there, I think, is supposed to be the resting place of Muhammad. But yeah, it's huge. I'm gonna have a walk around outside, walk past this there's a street called Quba walkway, something like that, and it leads all the way to another mosque, which is supposedly the first mosque ever built, I think. And both this one and Quba were both built with the help of the Prophet Muhammad. There's another mosque here, much smaller. Well, I don't know if it's one or many. Let's have a look. But it's covered in pigeons. The main mosque is over there. And I imagine, it's like 30 degrees now, Celsius. In summer it will be like 45, I imagine. And it wouldn't be as busy as it is now, in the middle of winter, technically. There's signposts and stuff, but it's not immediately clear how to get to this walkway. But you can see a stream of people moving in this direction, and I'm gonna guess that's the walkway. I mean, that's how you find the mosque when the call to prayer happens. Just follow the stream of people. It seems like this is the right place. There's a lot of construction going on, but this seems to be the case in, like, all around Medina, like just lots and lots of construction work. You come back in 5 years, it's probably going to be a very different place. But there's some markets here, some street markets, selling well, all kinds of different things. Ladies market, maybe. And I think I think the clock tower is the start of the route, I think. I'm not sure. This guy shouting at me GoPro like I'm advertising GoPro. It's not a GoPro. It's a Insta360, actually. This is like a bit of a high street. Some hawkers, but also like some more established shops. The other half was closed, maybe because it's the afternoon. Maybe it'll open up again in the evening. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of like of a European high street, right? These would be Christmas lights if you were in Vienna. The streets become a bit more residential, but I think on the way back I'm probably going to get one of those golf carts, because it's about a 4 or 5 kilometer walk one way. So there and back is, there's some bread in the tree. There and back is going to be 10 kilometers, and that's quite a lot. So I might have to splurge or pay whatever they want for the golf cart. I can see the mosque up ahead, but it's still quite far away. And this building up on the hill, it's called, I think it's called Quba Castle. Quba is the same name as the mosque that we're going to. I'm not sure if you can go in. It looks like you can't, because I can see like construction signs and things like that. But perhaps, maybe, I know, if you come here some other time, you might be able to go up inside. But not today, I don't think. So after almost an hour's long walk, probably more than an hour if you count the stopping and starting, you know, sitting down for a coffee, this is the Quba Mosque, the oldest mosque in the world. It doesn't look that old, but I guess, you know, the foundations are the oldest, and they built around the original, I guess. I don't think I can go in. Let's walk a bit closer and see. Maybe I can go in, who knows? If you come in the evening, a lot of the shops are open, selling like clothes, I guess things for tourists too. Prayer mats. A lot of these were not open in the day. When I was here earlier, they weren't open. We're burning frankincense. Just now, when I was at the it's called the Quba Mosque, I saw a store and I decided to get myself a new, in the UAE they call it kandora, and here I think they call it thobe. This black dress that, the black one is more of a winter thing, white is more for summer. So since it's winter, I chose a black one. But look at how many people there are. And it's really quite an interesting place to people watch, because you'll see people from different countries. So Tunisia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Indonesia, Malaysia, and they tend to travel in groups. So you'll see they've got like they've all got baseball caps with Malaysian flags on, or they've all got backpacks with Tunisian flags on, or Uzbek flags on their, you know, on their shoes or whatever. So it's fun to people watch here, because you can find people from, you know, well, all around the world. Funny story. I saw the sign, it says, you know, entry for all, something like that. And so I thought, maybe I can go in. And I get up to the door and this guy says, yes, welcome brother. Come in, leave your shoes here. And then one of the other guys says, where are you from? I say, I'm from the UK. He says, you are Muslim, aren't you? I say, no. He says, well, you can't come in. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna have this opportunity to go inside, but in the end it was just a misunderstanding, maybe because I'm dressed, you know, kind of like a Muslim. So there was a bit of a misunderstanding. but that's okay. I'm happy to just walk around outside. I don't need to go in. So everyone's walking. All of the Muslims are walking towards the mosque. But if you go inside, it's lots of people praying, and you know, I'm not praying, so I feel out of place. So I'm not gonna go inside there or film that. But one thing does happen is that the shops all empty out. So let's go and check that out. Let's go and see what it's like when people just abandon the shops, because this has happened to me a few times before. I didn't realize it was the call to prayer. And you go to the shops and it's like a zombie movie. Everyone just left. I don't know if that's the case here. We'll see. I was a bit late. They're already closed. Let's have a look. Are any of them still open? No. All closed. So now is a good time to go to a restaurant if you're not Muslim, because it means you get there before the rush. And so that's what I'm going to do now. So in the end, I pretty much only had time to do those two mosques, and to kind of get a feeling for the experience of seeing the call to prayer, the second biggest mosque in the world, and you know, seeing all these pilgrims on the street. You just see them everywhere, people from all over the world. It's quite interesting. But yeah, yesterday night I arrived in Saudi Arabia at like 11 o'clock, and then I slept at the airport to get a flight at 6:55 in the morning. So I didn't really quite have the energy that I would have liked to have. But yeah, I think Medina's worth a visit, even if you're not a Muslim, because I don't think there's many places in the world where you can see this kind of thing. Also, the food's quite good. The Pakistani and Bangladeshi food, and both meals have been good. So yeah, if you have a chance, don't give Medina a miss.